Have you ever noticed someone who takes hours to reply to a message? Not once in a while, but almost every time. In a world where people respond instantly, these people can seem distant or hard to understand. But psychology says delayed replies are not always disrespectful. They often reveal deeper things about a person's mindset, emotional boundaries, and social behavior. Let's break down the real psychology behind people who reply hours later. Mental space matters more. 1. They protect their mental space. Psychologists say some people feel mentally drained by constant digital interaction. Every message demands attention and emotional energy. So instead of replying instantly, they take space before responding. This is not always avoidance. Sometimes it is emotional self-regulation. They would rather reply calmly later than react too quickly in the moment. And that often shows stronger emotional boundaries. They think before they respond. 2. Thoughtful communication. Research shows some people naturally process conversations more deeply. They pay attention to tone, meaning, and emotion before answering. That is why their replies often take longer. They do not enjoy rushed interaction. This behavior is linked to reflective thinking, a trait connected to higher self-awareness and emotional control. They prefer meaningful conversations over fast conversations. Emotionally independent. 3. They do not rely on constant contact to feel connected. Psychologists often link this to secure attachment, where someone feels emotionally stable without non-stop reassurance. Their life does not revolve around notifications or instant replies. Sometimes their silence has nothing to do with disinterest. It simply means their attention is focused elsewhere. They get overwhelmed easily. 4. Too much interaction drains them. Constant messages, group chats, and notifications can quietly exhaust their mind. This is common among highly introspective people who naturally need more mental quietness. Psychologists call this low stimulation preference. That is why they disappear for hours before replying again. They're not always avoiding people. They're recharging mentally and emotionally. They reject digital pressure. 5. They do not believe they must be available all the time. They understand how modern communication creates pressure to reply instantly, so they slow things down to protect their peace. Psychologists call this behavioral detachment, where people separate their self-worth from online responsiveness. They choose calmness over constant accessibility. So next time someone replies hours later, don't assume they're rude or emotionally cold. They might simply be more self-aware, emotionally balanced, and mentally grounded than most people online. Some people don't need constant interaction to genuinely care, and that is a quiet form of confidence. If you love understanding human behavior, subscribe now, because on this channel we don't just observe people, we decode their psychology.